Hey guys, this is Unrealized Thoughts. I'm going to talk about RWBY today. It's basically a web anime, and yes, I said anime, by Rooster Teeth and by Monty which he directed or made Dead Fantasy and Red vs. Blue. Now, the episodes are webisodes, so I can't judge it like a regular show. Now, the show's minutes range from 4 to 16 minutes depending on the importance of the episode itself. Now, characters, RWBY is basically main character. She's childish, naive, and impulsive leader, while Weiss is supposed to technically be the rich, spoiled brat, but sometimes even kind. Blake is supposed to be the quiet and cool one, but sometimes, she's very caring as well. Ying is supposed to be the energetic, direct, light-hearted person of the group. Those traits of each of those characters are some of the characteristics that they have. Now, I think the show's pretty good. It's starting to get a little better. The fight scenes really was the first thing I really expected to be good in the show, far from the things like voice acting and the actual story. Monty is really good at visual effects in terms of fighting. We saw that in Red vs. Blue. We saw that in Dead Fantasy. And we see that in RWBY. The first season, good. The fight scenes were amazing. However, I'm a little scared that they might get a little too cheesy, because apparently everything in that show has to be a gun. Everything has to be a gun in that show. But hey, the story's getting a little good, but it feels slightly stale, but I'm starting to really get into it a little more. And the show's addictive anyway. The thing that I'm worried about RWBY the most is it might get oversaturated with too many characters all at once. Now, I'm not saying that's a bad thing, because if done right, it can be well worth it. However, shows like RWBY have to be careful, because I'm a little scared that certain aspects of the show might actually fall apart. Like, there's a team called JNPR, which is, RWBY's other team. They're friends with that team. However, I'm a little nervous because I feel like they're going to be cheated out of more screen time. I'm not saying that the RWBY characters in Team RWBY are not going to be actually important, because they're the main focus of the story. However, I just want to see other characters get more focus. Though this show, like I said, is not going to end anytime soon, but at the same time we're going to lose a lot of character focus with them. But I'm not sure how much focus we'll lose, because this is only, the beginning of the show. This is still season 2. I may be speaking a little too soon for the show. The show's soundtrack is pretty solid. The show's voice acting has gotten better. The show's story is getting a little better, so I might be speaking a little too soon. Who knows? Maybe an entire big cast might end up being very good. However, I cannot judge it like a regular show because it's on the web. So the formatting's very different. The formatting, the story, the characters, the voice acting, everything is very different. Don't get me wrong, the voice acting and story has improved, but you never know. So tell me what you guys think. I'll see you guys later, and remember, it's the thought that counts. Peace.